A beautiful Nigerian lady, known for her sharp tongue and sugar-coated tales, was the queen of exaggerating in her local market. Her words could sell anything, even lies, but the same mouth that brought her fame soon led her to an unexpected doom. In the beautiful village of Isekwato, there lived a very beautiful girl named Anwaleka. Anwaleka was staying with her grandmother, Mama Chioma. Mama Chioma was all Anwaleka had. Mama Chioma took care of Anwaleka from when Anwaleka was little and has always loved Anwaleka. But something she always warned Anwaleka for was the ability for Anwaleka to always talk too much. She spoke too much. In fact, people often refer to her as radio without wire. Others refer to her as BBC News because Anwaleka loved to talk too much. Even in the market, Anwaleka could twist tales like as if she was live when it happened. Everyone in the market knew that when Anwaleka wants to tell any story, it was an addition of salt and maggi. Anwaleka often said it like she was present when it had occurred. In the heart of the market, her voice rose above the noise, sweet, sharp, and unforgettable. She could twist tales like thread, painting lies in gold, and buyers adored her charm. But in a world where every word counts, one mouth too loud can awaken the wrong storm. Her greatest weapon will soon become her downfall. Even when her grandmother often told her, Anwaleka, be careful of what you say, Anwaleka never listened. She often told her grandma, Grandma, I'm just saying this thing for fun. Who in this village don't know what is happening? Even if I decide to talk about Mazi Okonkwo, everyone knows that Mazi Okonkwo is a drunkard. That I decide to say it in my own way doesn't change the fact that Mazi Okonkwo is a drunkard. Whenever Anwaleka goes to the market to go sell her fish and her stockfish, and she hears any news by mistake in the vehicle while heading to the market, she will quickly gather her friends in the market and begin to spread the news she had heard in the vehicle. More like as if she was there when all this thing had happened. Did you know? Have you heard? Mazi Okoro, he went to that beer parlor and his wife caught him holding the hands of the woman selling the pete soup. And the villagers will quickly shout, you don't say so. And she will say, yes, so it was seen. She says her story with full authority, more like she wasn't afraid of whoever was involved. Most people let her go with it, stating that if it was Anwaleka, they were used to it. Whenever she tells lies or states anything she wanted to state, people let her go with it. Most of them gave respect to her grandmother, Mama Chioma, being that her grandma had always been a very loving person, so they always avoided any problem with her. Whereas some people just analyzed the fact that Anwaleka was a child and children will always talk. But will her mouth allow her? Will this mouth of hers let her breathe? I don't think so. Anwaleka kept on gossiping. In fact, it became a hobby that even the villagers named her Anwaleka Onukubwe. What Onukubwe means is a mouth that will keep talking. Whether the mouth is being asked questions or not, that mouth will keep on talking. That was the case of Anwaleka. Anwaleka gossips for a living. Whatsoever she sees on the road, she decides in her heart to turn it to a story and begin to spread false news about someone. But one fateful day, her grandma sat her down and warned her carefully and told her, Anwaleka, I often warn you about the way you speak ill about people. I also ask you to stop the way you talk about people, but you say that it's not a bad thing. But I want you to know that the way you talk about people will matter the way people will see you. If you always gossip, people will never take you serious. They will take you as a gossiper. Be very careful. very, very careful. Anlika quickly brushed it off. She did not answer her grandma, knowing fully well that her grandma was very serious this time around, but she brushed it off and told herself, has talking ever brought me harm? What more could happen? We all say these things for fun. That's why people even gossip. What's there? Even the news that we're listening to, most of them are they not gossip? One fateful day, when Anwulika was going to the market, she overheard people in the bus talking about a robbery attack that had occurred. She listened carefully to whatsoever they were saying. She felt the pain of the people that were robbed. She felt the pain of the people that were attacked, because from what she had heard in the vehicle, most people lost their life during the robbery. But the moment she got to the market, she quickly gathered her friends and whoever cared to listen to whatever she had to say, and quickly started explaining and explaining. If you see the way Anwulika explained this robbery, you would think Anwulika lived close to the building that was robbed. The way she stated that the armed robbers stood in front of the gate, shooting gun non-stop, and the moment their bullets were done, they entered their car, brought more bullets, and kept on shooting non-stop. The villagers, some of them believed, due to the amount of people that were lost. Other ones did not, because they've heard a different thing before coming to the market. But Anwulika kept on twisting it, make it look sweet in the ears of whoever was listening to it. And while she was returning back that same day, people were still talking about this robbery, because it was a serious something. Lives were lost, families were lost. And in the midst of this conversation, rather than Anwulika to close her mouth, she quickly added her little unrequested contribution and quickly said, rather than the king to punish the robbers, or rather than the policemen to kill the robbers, it was better for the policemen to use razor or knife and cut the hands of those armed robbers. Cut it small in such a way that whenever they see gun, they will not touch the gun again. When she was done saying whatever she was done saying, the people in the vehicle looked at her and told her, small girl, what you said is not right, you know. As a little child, you're not supposed to make contribution when elders are talking. Anwulika did not even listen to whatever they had to say. Instead, she rolled her eyes more like, they are trying to belittle her. But the moment Anwulika dropped, a young man also dropped with her. But she paid no attention to the young man. She just felt that this young man was also going her way. Little did she know that her mouth was about to end her life. And while she was trekking back home, this young man got a pair of razor blade from a shop close by. And the moment he got this razor blade, he attacked Anwulika, and he carefully and gently used this razor blade to cut her mouth small, the same way she explained that a policeman should use knife and cut the hands of the armed robbers. He gradually cut her legs small. And when he was done, he dumped her by the bush side and left. Anwulika tried to crawl home, but it wasn't possible because she was already bleeding seriously. Even though she was able to get close to her door, when her grandma was able to see her, it was already too late because Anwulika lost her life. Hello, besties! We still remain your favorite storyteller, Zika. We are sharing this little story to encourage people out there. Please and please be careful of what you say outside. Be very, very careful. Don't always give your contribution to something you know not of. Even if you have an idea about it, don't always give your contribution. Especially when you're in public, because you don't even know who is involved. Like Anwulika, she has always gotten away with her unnecessary contribution until that fateful day that she met with the armed robber. One of the armed robbers must have been in that vehicle, And that was why the person gave her what she had asked for. She had wished that they cut their hands small with knife. And the man got a razor blade and cut her own mouth small. Be very careful. A lot of people get to make unnecessary contribution in public vehicles, not even knowing who is who. Please and please, I would like you to share our stories to your loved ones. So we'll see you again in our next story. We'll still remain your favorite storyteller, Zika. Please drop whatsoever you think. Please and please, I would like you to share your thoughts on this particular story. Like, share. Bye for now.